My book on book banning is about the corrosive effects of book banning on democracy, on how book banning and censorship trivializes art, and why it's important for freedom of information, the freedom of thought, freedom of speech to be non-negotiable in our society.
Considering the amount of book banning that is happening in Canada currently, this book becomes a needed read. To silence another human being, to silence a writer or an artist is the worst act of control that a human can perform.
Part of what makes free societies free is that we are free to develop our own minds. We are free to decide what we want to think about, who we want to think alongside, what we want to read.
I need to emphasize that I didn't participate in the discussions on this book at the jury. Ira Wells is a cousin of mine. He's the smart Wells. But I was quietly tickled when the other jurors insisted on advancing it through the rounds. It's a book about the persistent instinct that says, I need to shut down those opinions that are uncomfortable or inconvenient or contradictory.
We have to be able to distinguish, for example, between education and indoctrination. Indoctrination is about breaking down the critical thinking capacities of children. Education is about building them up. Indoctrination is about getting kids to submit to an authority. Education is about allowing children to develop the sovereignty of their own minds. These are difficult concepts to introduce when people are angry, when they're upset, when they're impassioned about something that is really offensive to them. And those are hard conversations to have.
This book becomes something that I believe everybody should be reading and give thought to.
There is something a little bit punk rock about reading today. That when your nose is stuck in a book, tech bros aren't harvesting your information, they're not surveilling you, they're not profiting off you, they're not mining your data, that when you're reading, you are actually like unplugging from this system that is, I think, deeply problematic and deeply, deeply harmful. And so young people today are discovering that there are pleasures to reading that go so much deeper than what they've been taught in schools.